Erie Street. Happened right around 10:30, and immediately the city knew that this was an extremely serious situation, so much so that they closed down all of Erie Street in downtown and have asked people to avoid the area, take another way around. But then it got compounded when we were able to confirm that the Lake County coroner has been called out to this scene as the crash is under investigation. That is the unfortunate side of this, is that it does appear that by the coroner's office being called out, someone has died in this incident. Now, what was exactly what happened, what caused the accident, the collision between that white box truck and the lift or boom truck that you can kind of make out. It's the back of that truck appears to be red, and then it has that white arm that was sticking out there. What we're going to do is continue to try and get details. Our Katie Tursek is live out at that scene. She's going to be live at the top of our noon broadcast here in about 7 minutes on Channel 19. So we will wait to get further information. As you can see, the scene itself is pretty static at this point. Again, we're talking about an hour and a half ago that this occurred in downtown Willoughby, but it'll be the details that'll be interesting when we hear from police. Presumably they'll do some sort of news conference maybe a little later this afternoon. But we're just bringing you these live pictures and the first information we have in this incident here. Again, about 10:30, we'll reset this for our digital properties. If you're just joining in on one of our digital properties, this is breaking news out of downtown Willoughby. It happened at about 10:30. From what we understand, the early part of this is there was a worker that was up in a bucket on a boom truck. And then that white box truck that you see to the left there somehow collided not only with that lift truck, the boom truck, but we know that there are about 2 or 3 other vehicles that were parked on the street in front of that lift truck. Those have also been collided into by that box truck. Was this an accident? Was this a worker who was the box truck driver not paying attention? Did he make this corner too fast? We're just going to have to wait and get the details from the city and from the police there in Willoughby. But we do know that one person has died. We're not sure if that was the worker in the boom truck or was it the driver in the box truck. Could this have been a medical situation? We'll have to wait and see. But we do know that the Lake County coroner, they confirmed that their office has been called out to this scene, and we will wait for the rest of this to play out. Again, in just a couple of minutes, you see our Katie Tursek getting into position there for our noon broadcast. We'll see what information she's been able to get here in the last few minutes from the sources out there at the scene, and she will walk us through. What we'll do is we'll just keep Katie's shot up there. Again, she's just a couple of minutes away from giving us an update in our noon broadcast. She'll be talking with Nicole Versansky, but this is a deadly accident in downtown Willoughby. Not exactly sure whether it was the worker in the lift truck or perhaps the person driving the box truck. We will wait and get a confirmation from police and the Lake County coroner's office. But for now, we'll just keep this shot up here, and we'll wait for Katie's live report here in just about 3 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Again, Dan DeRose with Channel 19. Just going to jump in here while we wait for a report from our Katie Tursek. We can give you the basics at this point. It was just about 10:30, maybe a little before, that there was an accident. This is the main street through downtown Willoughby, Erie Street. There was a lift truck or a boom truck with the bucket. There was a worker apparently in that bucket working on, I believe, replacing light bulbs on the sign of the jewelry store there. And that's when a box truck, that white truck you see in the background behind Katie's shoulder there, that box truck collided with the boom truck. And that caused a couple of different cars to be involved that were parked along the street there. And then the big piece of this unfortunate accident or situation is we know it is deadly, that we do know the Lake County Coroner's Office has been called to the scene there. The question is, was it deadly for the worker in the lift, in the bucket? Or is this a situation where the box truck driver perhaps had a medical situation, because we're just not sure. Obviously a beautiful day out there, a little warm. It's not like weather played a factor in this. And so we'll wait to get a confirmation on that. But again, our Katie Tursek just about 30 seconds away from the top of our noon broadcast. And we'll be able to get the latest from her out there at the scene. So let's listen in for the time being. Again, she'll be speaking with our noon anchor Nicole Versansky as soon as that newscast opens up. Let's take a listen in.
Well, like you said, it is a deadly crash, and here I am on Erie Street, and if you just look right over here, you're going to see what's left of this crash. Now, what we do know is that this crash happened before 10:30. A worker was trying to fix a light bulb, and the David Jeweler sign, you're going to see that sign right up there, and a box truck crashed into the lift that the worker was in. Now, I'm told the worker was rushed to Lake West Hospital. A witness tells us the worker was thrown from the lift. Now, we know first responders were on scene within 1 minute. That's what witnesses are telling us. I've spoken to multiple law enforcement here who tells us that there are multiple agencies that are here right now investigating, looking into this. There's been a drone that's been up in the sky that's just trying to look into how exactly this all happened. How did that box truck end up crashing into the lift and whatnot? Of course, stay with 19 News as we continue to bring you the latest here on Erie Street. And just a reminder, if you are heading this way, most, if not all of Erie Street is blocked off. So be mindful of that, and you'll want to seek an alternative route. I'm live here in downtown Willoughby. Katie Tursek, 19 News.
So Dan DeRose again, as we just listened to Katie's report there, you can see the bucket where that worker would have been is kind of half hanging there. That red truck that the boom was operating, that bucket has been collided with by that box truck. That's what obviously caused this chain reaction incident. But exactly who is it that has passed away, we're going to have to wait for officials to confirm that. Was it the person driving the box truck, or was it the worker who was, as you heard Katie say, thrown from that bucket truck? So we will have to wait for further details. As you can see, it's really just about measuring right now. The investigators that are out there are using different devices to show where everything ended up, and they'll take measurements on where everything started, as far as where that bucket truck was parked before it got pushed down the road a little bit by that box truck. So we will wait to get further information on that. Make sure you keep an eye on our digital platforms. If we see a police update, if they're going to give us a little bit of a press conference, a news conference out there at the scene, we'll come back to you live on our digital platforms. Otherwise, continue to check in with Cleveland19.com and then our 3.5 hours of news and first alert weather that will start at 3 o'clock today on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a good afternoon.